Good afternoon, everybody. Uneducated Economist here. So, I've had a few people ask me about silver, like how it is that I like to buy silver and what it is that I do when I want to sell silver. Now, when it comes to selling silver, I really don't do that. I'm more of a buy and hold silver kind of position. I use it as an insurance policy. I'm not really anticipating making money with it. Now, when I first started buying silver, I did. Like, I really thought when I was buying silver that I was going to be selling the silver in the future and having lots of money by doing that. My mindset has completely changed on silver, and I do not look at it like that any longer. Now, when it comes to buying silver, I like to go down to my local coin dealer. That's where I like to buy silver. I buy silver at Clatsop Coin. Now, there is silver dealers, pawn dealers, coin dealers. Almost every city has some type of metal dealer, whether it comes to coins, silver, pawn, something of that nature. You can generally find a silver dealer who will buy 999 premium silver bullion, government issued, generic. It doesn't matter. They're usually dealing in the silver. Now, the premiums, that number over the spot price, it can really be a very confusing and a lot of variation when it comes to where you're buying your silver and how much that premium is going to be. Now, when I first started buying silver, premiums were like 50 cents to a $2.50. Like, that would be like the average premium. You might pay 50 cents over spot price, or you might get 50 cents under spot price when you go to sell it. That was pretty typical of like generic bullion. Sometimes it might get up to $1.50, depending on what dealer you're working with. And when it came to like government issue, sometimes $2.50 up to $5 premiums. Nowadays, the premiums are off the charts. You can find $10, $15 premiums, where this is how much that the dealer is trying to charge over the spot price. And really, they're getting, a lot of these dealers are getting it because the demand for silver is so high right now. Now, I'm not going to kind of get into all the different aspects of why people would want to buy silver. Everybody has their own belief systems, whether or not you think that silver is going to go to the moon and you're planning on selling it, whether you're trying to, hedge yourself against inflation, or whether you're just simply using it as an insurance policy like I do. Everybody has their own reasonings. Now, if it was like the price move, like you're just trying to make money off of it, then I would imagine most people probably wouldn't even mess around with physical silver, and that they would go like and buy ETFs like through like their brokerage, their online brokerage or something. To me, that would probably be more typical of the investor who is looking to make money off of the silver move, like as far as the price changes. Buying physical silver and then trying to make money off of that transaction, it takes a lot of time, because really what you are going to do is you're going to buy when the silver is really cheap, and then hopefully at some point in the future the price will go way up and you'll sell it and make the money in between. Now, doing that is not, it's not exactly easy. I mean, first of all, when it comes time to sell, you have to have like a network already built. Like, you already have to have a buyer in mind of your silver that you are going to go to try and sell it. Now, most people who you try to sell it to, especially if it's like in a hurry, they're not going to give you a very good, you know, a big premium over spot price. If they give you anything over spot price, like most of the time, most people are going to try and get it for under spot price. So if you're selling it in a hurry, then most likely you're not going to get the money out of it that you were anticipating or you're hoping for. Now, for me, when I did do a transaction with silver, I was buying a car. My car had broken down. I had no vehicle. I needed to get to work. A buddy of mine was selling a Tahoe. It was a Yukon. And I knew that he was into silver. He had just recently purchased some, so I knew that he was like, already kind of eyeballing silver at the time. I called him up and I said, "Hey man, is it still for sale?" "Yeah." "You willing to trade silver for it?" "Yeah, sure are." We figured out what the price was as far as, how much he wanted for the vehicle, how much I was willing to trade in silver. We agreed on it. He drove up with the vehicle and the title. I handed him over the silver. He signed the title over to me. Holy moly. Man, that was amazing. To think that I had nothing, no way of getting anything, could not get a loan for a car, and there it was. The vehicle was right there in front of me. Since then, I have always stacked silver. I will continually stack silver. I have no intentions on ever selling it. If a situation ever comes up again, like the one that came up before where I had to trade some for a car, I would hope that I would be in a position in which that I could do something like that again. Anytime that I've ever needed it, I've done that twice now. With vehicles, same guy, but it was still with two different times, years apart from each other. I was able to do the same type of transaction with silver and getting vehicles. There was a few times that I traded some silver for work. Like I had nothing going on, and guy says, well, I need this, this repair done on my house. I'll trade you this roll of silver quarters for it. And I was like, yeah, man, I'll do it for a roll of silver quarters. It's kind of a neat transaction. I spent a couple of hours to earn $10, but it was $10 in silver quarters. So I think at the time, I don't even know how much it was worth, a little over $100 or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but it seemed like a pretty fair deal to me. So those are the type of things that have occurred with me when I was dealing with silver. But I never looked at silver, like, especially after I bought that first car, I never really looked at silver as something that I was buying to try and make money with. It was always that peace of mind that, no matter what happens with the bank account, no matter what happens with the light bill, no matter what, I got this silver that will, give me some kind of, reassurance that, that you'll have something, that you'll have, at least a way of going down and buying something to eat or buying a transportation or something. It was an insurance policy that has worked out so well for me. And that's the only way I look at it. So a lot of people, they see it differently. They look at it and they're thinking, man, this is going to go to, $200 an ounce and I'm going to be super rich. If it does go to $200 an ounce, that would be awesome. But I don't look at it to kind of go that way. I just look at it as the insurance policy. All right, let's open up the mail. Kind of rambling here anyway. Start with UFO engines, man. I love UFO engines postcards. They're awesome. War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. Says, hi, UE. Have you asked the guys you work for to help out with the housing problem? They help build houses. They should know. I'm sure they would want to keep you around. Yeah, there is a lot of guys that I could call up as far as getting a house built and stuff, but when you're going to call those guys up and you're going to pull in those favors and stuff, you really want to do it right. And although a lot of people would like to help me out on stuff like that, when I do ask for that kind of help, I want to do it right and really have a good plan going. But thank you, UFO engines. I really appreciate the postcard. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about silver premiums now being as high as they are. I mean, geez, seeing like $15 premiums, like I never would have ever imagined something like that. Oh, wow, what's this? This is from Jacksonville, Florida. Oop. Oh, wow. $20 bill. Right on. Oh. Okay, let me see here. Dear Simon, I'm writing to thank you for sharing your knowledge with everyone who cares to listen. Well, I appreciate it, man. You provide a valuable service, and I wish you all the success in the world. Thank you, man. Keep up the great work. Please stop by for lunch if you are ever through Jacksonville, Florida. Otherwise, reach out anytime. Might be of assistance. Thank you, sir. That's really cool of you, and thank you so much for the 20, man. I really appreciate that, and for the lunch, and I will definitely use it for that. You know, a lot of people, I try to thank everybody. I don't always get to it. I've been bombarded with a lot of messages. Not bombarded. You guys are awesome. I love the messages and emails. I try to answer back to everybody. I'm sorry, I have been kind of overwhelmed a little bit lately, so I haven't quite answered back to everybody, but I really appreciate those tips and the thank yous that I get on PayPal and Venmo and the Cash App. You guys, I mean, anytime I get one of those, it's really touching. It really makes me feel really good, and I tell you, the family really appreciates it too, because that's what I do with it. I take them out and get ice cream and Chinese food and pizza. We got pizza the other day, so that was really good. Let's see here. This one is from... Is it really your last name Dollar? That's cool. From California. Oh, wow. Uneducated Economist, thank you for your knowledge on lumber. November 2020, we were ready to build a big garage for me. Then, oh shit. Then I found you, and later the woman from Canada that does the newspaper on lumber. I'm 70 years old and now put off the garage for 1 year. Thank you. And then he writes his name. I'm just going to say his last name, Dollar. I'm single, and Sunday night bingo is cool. Reminds me when I was a kid, and Mom and I would go to the bingo. Now the battery is... Let me go to bingo. Now, the battery, it stays charged for months, so you can leave it in your car and use it to finish the bingo night. Now, the cash, it's the glue for the headliner upholstery shop. I just did my dad's old 79 Cadillac headliner for $125, and LA County headliner is bad when it hits your head. And the headliner is bad when it hits your head. Good luck in finding a house. Thanks again, Dollar. Man, that is way cool of you. What did you put in here? $125, bro, for the headliner? What is this? Oh, it's the battery. The charger unit. Oh, very cool. InstaCharge. Thank you so much, man, for the bingo, because the phone keeps dying on the bingo nights. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. As far as fixing the headliner goes, you know, I should show you the rest of the headliner here, because it's barely attached at all, and the thing is so deteriorated. Like right here, if you were to kind of mess with that, it would just kind of fall apart. So it's like pretty much like falling off, man. I mean, like, I don't know if I could actually repair it, and I don't know about back there anyway. The kids cut it all off anyhow, so it's not like I could repair back there anyhow. But thank you guys. I know the headliner just really annoys the hell out of a lot of you. All right, let's see what else we got. This is from Robert in Minnesota. What did I do with my knife? What's this, bro? Oh, right on. Are these seeds? Are these like heirloom seeds? Thank you for your purchase. Over 1,600 fresh seeds, non-GMO vegetable seeds. Wow, man, right on. That is cool. The very first one there I see is lettuce. radishes. Peppers. Very cool. Tomatoes. Man, right on. That is so right on. Thank you. Man, if I could find a place of property to have a garden again, I tell you what, I would love to show you what my wife does with the garden. She does such an awesome job with them. All right, last one here. Don't forget about the UFO engines. I didn't make the rest of them. Oops. Now, this video is turning out a lot longer than I was anticipating. Oops. Let's see, it's taped there too. Taped all the way around. Alright. Oh, right on. Cool, it's like a weather station radio. Oh, right on, man. Thank you so much. Just straight up from eBay. So seeds in a radio, man. Survival stuff. I love it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for everything you do. You know, to support the channel and support me and the family. You know, to keep encouraging me to keep these videos going. So I thank you guys a bunch. I can't imagine like not having this going on. Uneducated Economist. You guys let me know.